Hey, my name is Ruwan VSL, and I've worked with hundreds of men to help them reclaim their instinctual power in dating, sex, and creativity. And if you're watching this video, you've probably been on a journey of growth already. So you may have already noticed that in the key moments that define your life, getting what you want comes down to who you are more than what you do. Think about it for a second. Imagine a time in your life where the stakes were really high, a make or break moment. It could have been in approaching a beautiful woman or being in connection with a woman you're in a relationship with. It could be a challenge or a crisis, or maybe something to do with your creative purpose. In those moments, you probably didn't have time to revert to techniques or think about being grounded or being positive. In the critical moments of your life, you revert to who you are. Now the thing is, who you are is not just your conscious mind. If that was the case, personal growth would be super easy. You'd intend on doing something and then boom, you do it. It'd be that easy. But who you are is largely unconscious. In addition to your conscious ego identity, who you are is made up of a bunch of unconscious forces known as archetypes. Archetypes are kind of like characters that live deep inside of your psyche, and the reason why they're important is that archetypes drive your unconscious behaviors, feelings, and thoughts. Your archetypes determine how you show up in the world. If you've ever done something unconsciously, such as lose your cool under pressure, or repeat some sort of negative dating or relationship or social pattern, or sabotage yourself from getting what you wanted, or ever done something where you're like, why the fuck did I do that? You're probably being driven by dissociated archetypes. Now the thing is, archetypes exist for a reason. They've evolved in the human psyche over thousands of generations because at one point they served an important purpose. They're kind of like untapped superpowers. If you're dissociated from them, they will likely sabotage you. But if you can reconnect to this part of your unconscious, it will unlock your hidden potential. Now, if you're a man, the most important archetype for you is the masculine archetype. The thoughts, feelings, and behaviors driven by the male sex hormone, testosterone. This archetype is responsible for all the virtues of masculinity: courage, determination, mental clarity, creativity, and dominance. Unfortunately, more than in any other time in history, the modern man is disconnected from this part of himself. We could probably blame certain aspects of culturalization and technology, extremist feminism, participation trophies, internet porn, social media, but complaining does us no good. If you want to reclaim your birthright of an authentic masculine expression, you have to fight for it. The masculine archetype has empowered your male ancestors for thousands of years, and it still exists deep inside of your unconscious. The masculine archetype is the key to succeeding in those critical moments that determine the rest of your life. And the good news is, if you have the attention span to watch this video, you have everything you need in order to reclaim this part of yourself, your expression of the masculine archetype. In both my life and the lives of the hundreds of men I've coached, I found that training being is a lot harder than training doing. Techniques can be learned in a single video, but in order to respond the right way in the moments of high tension that determine your life, you need to retrain who you are. That's why I created the 21-day Masculine Archetype Challenge. It is 21 lessons and 21 micro-missions to retrain habits into you to allow your authentic expression to come out. The purpose is not to overload you with a bunch of information. Chances are you've read enough books and watched enough YouTube videos, not that those things aren't great. For us, for our purposes, real change requires real action. That's why I designed the course to be perspective change, mission. Perspective change, mission. By constantly taking action, you can retrain who you are. It's 21 days because that's the recommended time to retrain a habit. We're going to retrain your attention on how you relate to your body, your emotions, and your external world. You can read the course syllabus below, and if you already know you want to do this, just click on the purple button and you'll get immediate access to all the bonuses, and the first lesson will be in your inbox shortly. And if you scroll down, you'll see that the first 21 people to join the course this month will get a special bonus on me. If you already know you want to do this, just click on the purple button and you can join the course. Now, masculinity looks different in every man. There is no universal expression of masculinity. Your expression is unique to you. In fact, the course is designed to help you individuate. However, there are three core fundamentals that are fundamental to the masculine archetype, and that's grounding tension, cultivating your inner world, and material accomplishment. The first piece, grounding tension, is your ability to handle the emotional stress of life. That's challenges, but also anything of quality in life, whether in relationships, in your work, comes with emotional tension. Your ability to handle that is proportional to how much you can have in your life. The second piece is cultivating your inner world. A lot of the anxieties, neuroses, and even simple things like self-sabotage and playing small come from over-validating the external world over what's going on inside of you. So we have some solutions to that in the course, but also if you dig deeper on the same thread, it's also the same key to allow you to tap into your intuition, your instincts, and your raw, passionate power. Finally is material accomplishment, also known as winning. There's something called the winner effect, where accomplishing meaningful challenges spikes the testosterone in your brain, your dopamine, and your receptors for testosterone and dopamine. This means you can pretty much change your biology by setting meaningful goals and accomplishing that. Even though this is a simple concept, a simple personal growth concept, it would be crazy to not include that in the course because it's the most direct way to tap into your testosterone. We exercise these 3 core fundamentals throughout our 21 days through our 7 major topics. The first is the hero's journey, connecting our inner world with our outer world. The second is healing our inner child. So a lot of our adult problems come from our upbringing, and that still is lodged in our unconscious. So we deal with healing the father wound and getting in touch with your trickster archetype, which is your playful side and your creative nature. The third is the dark masculine. So we dig into your animal nature, the parts of us that cause us the most problems, our compulsions, our anger, our negative emotions, but it's also the source of our passion, our drive, and a lot of the things that we want to cultivate in ourselves. At our halfway point on section 4, we dig into the anima, which is Carl Jung's name for the feminine side of the masculine psyche. Not only does your inner feminine counterbalance your masculinity, it's also your source of intuition, connection, and the softer side. After the anima, we go into energetic penetration. It's a bit of a taboo subject. Obviously, there's a sexual application, but also in regular communication and leadership, and even getting down to creative ideas. Then we go into dominance. It's a subject very related to masculinity. Some people consider it to be toxic. We're going to actually dispel all those myths and understand what consensual dominance is, which is emotional leadership. We're going to dig into emotional transference, the limbic system, and how our emotions affect and are affected by other people. And then finally, we end the course with initiation. This is something that men have been missing over the last couple hundred years, the rites of passage, and how to bring everything inside of you out into the world to make a dent on reality. You get 3 lessons for the 7 topics over the 21 days. And in addition to all that, you have some bonuses. The first is a muscle meditations grounding workout. It's actually by one of my former students, Nick Salandra. Nick is a fitness trainer who took all of these energetic grounding principles and applied them to fitness training. So it's both a physical workout, but also a mental workout to have you train your attention to ground physical stress in your body, which relates to emotional tension and pretty much everything else in your life. The second piece is the opposite. It's for the more heady people or the people who are challenged by the more abstract thinking. It's an archetypal meditation I made to help you get in touch with your internal worlds. So when I say get in touch with your inner world means absolutely nothing to you, this meditation's for you. It's designed to help you recognize and feel the symbols that come out of your unconscious through about a 20-minute meditation. Attached to that is a dream guide. So this wasn't meant to be part of the course, but I have noticed with the men I've coached around this stuff is that a lot of guys start noticing their dreams more. It's something that happens when you are paying attention to your unconscious in this way. So as kind of a bonus inquiry, if you start noticing your dreams, I created a guide to help you interpret your dreams in accordance with Jungian psychology. There's a lot of meaning and symbology there. So even though I can't force you to remember your dreams, so it's not part of the course, but it is a guide that may help you if it does happen. On top of that, you get all the video lectures from the Masculine Underground Symposium. This was a full-day event I held in New York City a couple years ago with some of the best men's coaches in the world. Brian Beijing and Dave Stultz from The Fearless Man, Omer Pani, Ken Blackman, and Rob Candell, and myself. You get all the HD video lectures when you join this challenge. So you get the 21-day Masculine Archetype Challenge, the muscle meditations on grounding, the archetypal meditation, the dream guide, and all the videos from the Masculine Underground Symposium. This all was originally supposed to be $297, but if you join today, right now, it's only $97. But that's not all. I'm actually going to throw in one more thing. As I mentioned, for the first 21 people to join this month, you get a one-on-one coaching session with me, which I think is the most important bonus, not just because it's with me, but I normally charge $300 for a single session, so this is quite a good deal. For a third of the price, you can actually get a session with me and everything I mentioned already. Summoning the masculine archetype is the key to tapping into your natural attractiveness, creativity, mental clarity, and individuated expression in the world. If you know you want to do this, just click on the purple button below. You'll get access to all the bonuses immediately, and the first lesson will be in your email inbox shortly. If you have any questions, you can reach me below at hello@ruwando.com, and I hope to see you in the challenge.